Hello everyone, welcome back to 10-minute recaps. Today we'll be watching episode 9 of Business Proposal. Last episode, Tae-moo and Hari surrender to their hearts and finally start dating. While the two sweethearts are embracing and kissing, on the other side of Seoul, Sung-hoon is having an awkward dinner with Yong-seo's cousin. She's the blind date that Tae-moo ditched. For a bit of context, she and Yong-seo absolutely hate each other. Yong-seo has been better at everything than her since they were kids, and her cousin always copies Yong-seo. As she looks at Sung-hoon, she starts to look more interested in this secretary than the CEO. The next morning, we see that Yong-seo and Sung-hoon have moved in together already. While Yong-seo demolishes the amazing breakfast Sung-hoon cooked, she complains about the heartless Tae-moo abandoning Hari to go on a blind date. Before Sung-hoon can explain what happened, she has to rush to work. Across the city, the newly dating couple are meeting as well. Tae-moo wants to take Hari to breakfast and get to see her before they go to work. Hari rushes to do her makeup and look perfect for her boyfriend. In classic Tae-moo fashion, he's booked up the entire restaurant for them, and this time, he's even going to cook for Hari himself. Hari's over the moon with her catch, and best of all, the food looks and tastes amazing. Honestly, at this point, I'd be more surprised if you told me there's something Tae-moo can't do. When Hari drops a knife and Tae-moo goes to pick it up, he notices that in her rush to see him, she's put on mismatched shoes. Hari is incredibly embarrassed, but Tae-moo is just flattered that she wants to see him that much. Hari doesn't want people to know they're dating, so after breakfast, they split up to head to work. Before she leaves, she tells him that it's the best breakfast she's ever had. Tae-moo just can't stop smiling. When Hari gets back to the office, a delivery man arrives with a present from her anonymous boyfriend. It's a beautiful pair of shoes. Hari's gossip-hungry colleagues circle around wanting to know more, but luckily, Hari manages to fool them by saying it's a prank from Yong-seo. Upstairs in the conference room, Tae-moo is far from his usual efficient self. During the meeting, he daydreams about Hari, and his notes are filled with scribbles of Hari's name. After the meeting, he makes up an excuse to come visit Hari. When he sees her wearing the shoes he bought her, he's secretly overjoyed and shows her his tablet. When Hari sees it, she's so surprised that she reflexively slaps it out of Tae-moo's hand. Her bravado shocks her colleagues, but in the nick of time, Sung-hoon pretends Hari was slapping a mosquito and drags Tae-moo away before he ruins the secret. After a work meeting, the impatient Tae-moo can't wait to see Hari and wants to immediately talk to her. But Hari's at dinner with her colleagues and she can't find a private spot to talk anywhere. Man, dating is hard enough without having to keep it a secret from everyone. While Tae-moo spam calls Hari, next to him, Sung-hoon is getting spam called by Yong-seo's cousin, who's been pestering him ever since they met. He ignores her and starts merrily chatting to Yong-seo instead. When Yong-seo runs into her cousin, both of them start gloating about their perfect boyfriends. Behind them, Yong-seo's aunt is listening in and assumes Tae-moo is dating her daughter. She rushes to find Tae-moo's granddad and suggests that they get married as soon as possible, the idea of which terrifies him. The next day, Tae-moo goes in front of everyone and invites Hari to dinner. Because she won the dodgeball tournament last episode, they can have a meal together without needing to hide. They go to Hari's favourite restaurant, a local barbecue place that she's gone to since she was young. During dinner, Tae-moo's a little sad that they can't be public about their relationship. After all, he wants to show off his amazing girlfriend. To cheer him up, when the waiter asks Hari who the handsome man is, she decides to say that he's her boyfriend rather than saying that he's her boss. Tae-moo is overjoyed that their relationship is acknowledged by Hari. He's so happy that he treats everyone in the restaurant to a free meal. Hari has dated Tae-moo for less than a day and already knows how to control his emotions. After dinner, Tae-moo has to take a work call and he apologizes to Hari for not giving her the attention she deserves. Hari doesn't mind at all. She's still laughing at how Tae-moo flexed his credit card to celebrate. Tae-moo decides to prank Hari and pretends that he's going to kiss her. Hari closes her eyes in anticipation, but unexpectedly, Tae-moo brushes a crumb off her face and pretends that was all he wanted to do. Before Hari can get angry at him playing with her, he kisses her deeply and they melt into each other again. Meanwhile, after getting ghosted by Sung-hoon, Young-seo's cousin gets completely drunk and goes to his home to try and change his mind. She's drunk so much that she nearly throws up, and Sung-hoon has no choice but to let her use his bathroom. Young-seo comes to visit him right at this point, and to avoid them seeing each other, Sung-hoon claims that Tae-moo is in his flat and doesn't let her in. The next day, Young-seo sees her cousin in the car park. Despite how they always argue, her cousin still comes to Young-seo for advice when she runs into problems. After last night, she doesn't know what to do. She's never liked someone as much as she likes Sung-hoon, but she embarrassed herself so much, and Sung-hoon has rejected her so many times that she's tempted to give up. The kind Young-seo tells her to never give up and pursue her love, something that her cousin takes to heart. Young-seo has just unwittingly created a rival for her love. Not wanting to waste any more time, her cousin rushes to find Sung-hoon at work. She runs into Sung-hoon and Tae-moo in the lobby, and Tae-moo finds out to his shock that his blind date that he ghosted has fallen for his secretary. Coincidentally, Granddad shows up at the same time, and he hears that Tae-moo sent Sung-hoon to his blind date, infuriating him. He gets so angry that he gets a stomachache and needs to find a nearby toilet fast. At the same time, it's exposed that Hari's colleagues who joined her in the cinema are dating, and in the pandemonium, Hari follows them into the men's bathroom. She even gets knocked over when they're rushing out. Hari is just about to follow them when she hears Granddad coming, and in a panic, she hides in a toilet stall. But she leaves her shoe outside, and when Granddad sees it, he starts demanding that the woman hiding in the men's bathroom come out. When Hari comes out, Granddad recognizes her as the employee who refused to come out of another toilet and knocked him over, giving Hari a terrible impression in Granddad's eyes. That night, Sung-hoon invites Young-seo to dinner with a nun, who's basically been his mother ever since he became an orphan. But unfortunately, when Young-seo arrives, she brings her cousin in tow. When they recognize each other, pandemonium ensues. Young-seo can't believe Sung-hoon went on a date and has been involved in a love triangle without even thinking of telling her, and storms off, absolutely furious. At the same time, Tae-moo is having an awkward dinner with Hari and her colleagues. They were going to dinner, and when Tae-moo heard, he insisted on coming. Luckily, after Tae-moo downs a few drinks, everyone loosens up and starts having more fun. Tae-moo tells Hari that he loves the chance to act like a normal couple in front of everyone. As they're eating, the lovers secretly hold hands under the table, but this is seen by a drunk colleague who loudly asks them what they're doing. Luckily, everyone just thinks she's drunk, and when she starts talking about the other two colleagues who are confirmed to be dating, they hurriedly end the meal and drag her away to go home. Tae-moo can finally get a chance to spend time alone with Hari. But just at this point, Granddad drives past and sees them together. What's going to happen next? Is their relationship going to be exposed? Will Granddad accept Hari? If you'd like to find out, don't forget to like and subscribe.